Turning to today's top story, is Osama bin Laden still alive? Is perhaps something Syria, something Iran, Jews, Trump? Mr. Footer, how are you doing today, sir?
I'm well, thanks for asking.
I like the little Foley work you did in the back there. That was nice.
Oh, thanks. Appreciate it. Yeah, I've been working on my Foley work, and I do that actually in the
Down
Foley
by the river. Oh, different Foley. Okay, never mind.
Good one. I like where you went. You scared the fuck out of me, but once I caught on to what was happening.
Don't get nervous. Don't
get nervous over there, huh? Adam, you ain't gonna ruin my party.
On the house.
Get a little out of line yourself. So how are you, Mr. Rex?
Dude, I'm doing great. I'm doing wonderful over here. Not as good as you are. You've got some things coming up that we'd like to talk about in the next couple of weeks, maybe. Some things on the horizon for you. Maybe some business prospects, if I may be so old.
Oh, you know what? That's funny. I'm to be perfectly honest with you. This won't be the
That'll
episode where you're done with your witty banter.
I guess. Short show then.
Thank you. You keep telling me that, yet I really don't. You kind of come at me. But again, thanks for having me on. Appreciate it. And here's the reason why. I don't care. It throws me the fuck off. I don't know. I have to now reset. Again, sure, my fault. But either way, what I was going to say was I'd like to wait one more episode before I announce what's so exciting.
Oh yeah, no, we can. I was just saying that's why I said the next upcoming weeks.
Yeah,
right.
But yeah, I'm actually very excited about it, and I'm very surprised that it hasn't been tackled. You know.
Yeah.
So, but anyway, yeah, I'm excited, and all in all, I feel good. Which AKA I'm manic. So today happens to be an update.
Hey, nobody's more excited about that than me.
You're not kidding. But we all know what comes up must come down. Look forward to that Thursday, everybody. July 3rd. I'm teasing. I don't even know if July 3rd is Thursday.
It is.
Really?
Yeah.
Like I said, ups, people. We're on and up.
Nice.
I'm focused, baby.
I'd like to say you're walking on sunshine.
One of my greatest lyrical lines I loved was got a pocket full of sunshine and I'm feeling incomplete. I can't breathe. It's a great little fucking line in context of the song, actually.
Yeah, the problem was that you put it out during the George Floyd riots, so it really got kind of canned.
Yeah, well, you know how it works. Something's always overshadowed by something else.
That's true.
Yeah. So yeah, a lot going on out there for sure. As everybody knows on this show, we do like to mix it up a little bit. We can easily get caught up and just go off on politics.
Mm-hmm.
I would say, Rex, you're incredibly educated in a lot of the things that are going on in politics, and you articulate yourself perfectly when you explain it, whether people agree or disagree.
And I just think you're totally awesome too.
Yeah, thank you. But And even if people agree or disagree, they can't say they don't understand what you're saying. You know what I mean? And I hope no matter what they feel, they tune in to kind of get a little bit of your take on things. Because they, and again, I'm not just being nice. You do most of the time have a unique take, or even if you do have a take that is mainstream, you articulate it in a very good way. So I like doing their shows.
I like
But
to say that we are MPA artists, mixed podcast arts.
Hmm.
A little bit of this, a little bit of that. All of a sudden, you're in a rear naked choke and you're striving to save your own life.
boom, pajama, strangle.
That could have
You,
gone
you
better.
do. Yeah, no. I the Q card kid didn't show up again today.
Wow.
Yeah.
Thinking about Pajama Strangle Time, well, you can find their apparel online. You can go to their dojo in Rhode Island and Providence and wherever
Yeah,
else.
and he loves when you come in the store and you say, "Damn, I feel some mojo in this dojo." He likes when you say that. So
He
make sure you
does.
go in and you do that every time you walk in. I actually heard you get 5% off.
I was
You
going to
do
say,
that.
I thought it was 10, but maybe that's just me.
Well, you know what? That's
Whoa.
on you. I was too nervous that somehow I'm held liable. And 5% times this guy got hit big. I'm in trouble.
I have a problem with coasters.
Do you think they're dirty and they smell? Oh, that's like a hippie. Okay, I got them confused. Same thing.
Hippie and
Coasters.
coasters? Oh, I got you.
Yeah,
No, I like it. No, it's fine. I think it's good. I
yeah.
would
It
have gone
just
hobo.
no, it just conjures up in no, because it conjures more of a surfer type of Abbey Road feel, hippie type of like, yeah, man, I'm
Yeah,
just
put
a
your shoes on,
coaster
Paul. Jesus.
for real.
Fucking disgusting.
Exactly. You know how many fuck? You're 100% right, Tex.
Yeah.
Burn. You know what? Burn the Beatles catalog.
Yeah, except for if you happen to have a vinyl of the White Album, I'll take that. Don't burn that.
It's amazing.
It's
You
one of the
just
most
kind of.
expensive records available.
I have 4 of them.
Yeah,
Mhm.
maybe sell them and get a new shirt.
I asked about. God damn it! I asked about this fucking shirt right off the bat before we went live on the air, and you made me 100% comfortable with the fucking.
Oh, it's
With the
fine. Like
shirt.
I said, we knocked it down to 720. You can't even notice anything. You're good. I mean, you're golden.
Fine. Fix my hood because it is crooked. But why would anybody tell me that? Just make me look dumb.
I
Uh,
can't even see your hood.
yeah, well, I can see yours with the the white sheet with the holes cut out in the eyes. Yeah.
That was smooth.
You know what? I like to call my brand of comedy rugged or rigid. I have a very rigid way. I have a rigid delivery.
It's comedy in the raw.
Ew.
It's not refined at all. Come on.
No, you're right.
Come
In the
on.
80s, I'd be nervous. But now,
It's fine.
throw caution to the wind. Am I right?
Yeah, sure. Why not?
Mhm.
So you had brought to my attention something earlier about John Mcphee on the Megyn Kelly podcast, and I'd like for you to expound a little bit on that, if you may, sir.
The interview itself, I think, is old hat. But why it is relevant is I know he has a book that's coming out.
Mm-hmm.
So you're going to see a lot of it. You have already, but I think you're going to see Mcphee come into the more of the mainstream world, and when he does, just like anything else, he's going to go on the Fox Newses and all these right wing or conservative podcasts, and he's going to be promoting his book, and he's going to be telling all these amazing battle tales. And the way he's going to do it, they call him the Sheriff of Baghdad, Shrek, John Mcphee. Okay, so his delivery is brash, and it's he's cursing a real man's man.
Yep.
With that being said, I can point you towards a dozen different references and different podcasts of such credible and reputable people that clearly say he's full of shit. He is absolutely full of shit.
They say.
Well, again, how can I say I have zero military experience? You know, I don't. I have nothing more than information that's available to everybody else. The difference is these people are in the know without a doubt. And again, I can post the links on my, in the description below. But high soft guys, you know what I mean, and I'm talking like Delta, tier 1 guys.
Yeah.
And the one, this guy, I got to think about his last name, is Brett from the Anti-Squad. The Anti-Hero podcast. They're kind of known for calling people out on their bullshit, and the reason why he's allowed to do it, Rexy, or why he can get away with doing it and not taking an incredible backlash, is number one, you can't fuck with his credibility. You know what I mean? He's so he's such a well-respected guy. Numerous tours at the highest level, special ops. So and that's his thing. He's called out all of the like I said, the Tim Kennedys, now the Shreks. Who else? Marcus Luttrell, obviously.
Yeah.
We talked about that. And then also, like I said, Rob O'Neill, who, out of all of them, the one that, Rob O'Neill is the guy that claimed to shoot, to kill bin Laden.
Right.
He most, I'm saying, me, and I know nothing.
Yeah.
99.9%, 0.9999999, that he was not the one that killed bin Laden. With that being said, all I can go from are sources, and I'll say it again, where it's coming from, he didn't. The only thing why I won't really shit on him at all is that
he could still murder you.
Well, all of them will absolutely fucking obliterate me in a second. Okay?
On the golf course.
Anywhere. They would again, so let me be very clear. These are special forces guys. They're fucking insane. With that being said, it's proven that they're full of shit a lot of the times. But Rob O'Neill, the only thing he did was, like I said, is lie about killing bin Laden. But he's been on a lot of real deal fucking missions and shit like that, But anyway, if you wanted to play the audio from that little short of his interview on Megyn Kelly, that would be great.
Yeah. Then I have a question for you on the other side.
Of course.
But what happened? Because you didn't find bin Laden there, but you found all of his henchmen.
Yeah.
You killed him.
Yeah.
And then are you done? Because bin Laden's still out there.
Fucking ceasefire. A ceasefire. Someone called a ceasefire. And I would also say there's a couple helicopters flew over the battlefield, which I still to this day don't know who they were.
Oh, you think he was escaping?
I look at it this way. If the first 10 days of the war, 10 guys kill bin Laden, where's the war on terror at?
Oh, this is interesting.
The checkbook would have never got open.
Oh, that's really interesting.
That's what I think.
But what happened? Because you didn't find...
So, yeah, I mean, you see what I'm saying, Tex? You heard what he said?
I heard what he said, but
I didn't see the screenshot, did you?
No, we didn't actually. We just played the audio.
Oh, that's right. Duh. My fault.
Yeah.
I apologize. But again, now, before I knew more things and who he was running around with, like in what circle of soft guys, like he runs with like Tim Kennedy and all these kind of military guys that you see constantly on news interviews, talking about shit, telling war stories, you know what I mean, on a mainstream level. He runs with that whole little fucking crew, You know, and you respect and like Black Rifle Coffee, correct?
Yep. Well,
They're so
I don't know anything about him, but
okay, but you've heard of them, obviously.
sure.
Well, again, they're such a like amazing military owned company. You know what I mean? Veteran owned company, and I mean they're $1 billion fucking company. And they were smart right away to cut ties with all of these, like Tim Kennedy, any of these guys.
Yeah.
And a lot of them had pretty, I'm sure, lucrative deals. You know, because I know Tim Kennedy was a big Black Rifle guy, and he got tossed right away. You know what I mean? So this is legit. They wouldn't be tossing Tim Kennedy if he wasn't a fucking liar. My point is, Mcphee is running in circles with guys that are proven fucking, you know, liars, and Tim Kennedy, fucking stolen valor. Bottom line, and watch, this is going to be mainstream news very, very soon, because now he got a job, I believe, at Fox News. And Rex, I'm telling you, hearing it here on Copperhead Road, I guarantee you will see in mainstream media, Tim Kennedy is going to be in a lot of trouble, and is probably going to go as high as the president. Watch.
So going back to the audio, what you had sent this to me as sort of like an implication that he thinks that Bin Laden is still alive.
Yeah, well, I mean, that's what he's implicating.
Well,
and
I'm not sure, but I believe he's taught. If I remember the interview correctly, he was saying that early on they could have gotten Bin Laden, but he wasn't there where they thought that he was. So because his implication was that they didn't want to end the war that quickly because of the loss of revenue to the war machine. But I don't think he's making the implication that he's still alive. I think he was saying that early on in the war they could have got him, but he wasn't there. And then eventually, when it was politically advantageous, they actually did kill him. Eventually,
right, and that's that
many years down the line.
Yeah, and if you remember, that's exactly the story that we ran with Epps back.
Right.
And again, I'm not saying that you're wrong. Maybe it's taken out of context. I just felt like I just felt like why I sent it to you is that he's such a. I just wanted the audience and you to kind of even hear the way he talks, and I just felt that if you have a book coming out and you're going to promote a book, I'm sure Mcphee, definitely Rob O'Neill, not Tim Kennedy, have stories that they don't have to sensationalize anything.
Right.
You know what I mean? Honestly, like they should be so proud of their service. And like I said, Mcphee is, he was legit. He was out there doing missions, and stuff. And he was probably like a badass and did crazy things. Yeah. But I also know he's full of shit on a lot of the stories.
Yeah, and even again, I don't know one way or the other, but if you take his approach to stories and even Robin, there's a lot more. I don't know what the word. There's a lot more zeal in his storytelling. There's a lot more fire, and again, I can't say that it's misplaced, but it just seems like it. Again, going off of your implication, that it, people who usually have gone through this kind of things are a little bit more subdued and solemn and respectful of the things that had gone on. They're a little bit more, in check. But he definitely has like a, and again, maybe it's just a portrayal of his craziness or whatever. But there's definitely a lot more of an excitement that I think usually gets sort of muted if you truly did go through those things. You know what I'm saying?
I know exactly what you're saying, and that's a great or a good description of him. But let me be clear though. So you're with all what you said, are you saying that you believe him, and maybe the ones that are more solemn just don't talk about things?
No.
Okay, that's okay.
No, I don't have enough information to really formulate an opinion. I've heard a lot of him talk. You're definitely a lot deeper into the special forces kind of stuff, so I'm definitely too novice to really form an opinion on who I believe.
Right. And again, and I have respect for everybody that served because again, I have not. So,
But you've been
But-
served.
I just think that these guys should.
I hate coasters.
It's all deja vu.
I'm just saying that they're not weighted down enough. So every time you pick up your freaking drink, if it's sweating, it comes up with a drink. Sons of bitches.
Yeah, I don't know the, sweat per lift ratio on a coaster. So
I
maybe
think a
if you
coaster
just
should weigh at least 4 ounces.
okay, that's fine. Again, I don't know if there's some sort of condensation that could build up enough moisture that can actually grip that whatever ounce.
Well,
thing you just said.
I think the key
Okay,
is to actually have more of a textured surface, so you don't create a vacuum.
That's not a terrible idea. Do you ever think about maybe hammer and nail the coaster down?
I mean, I use a sheetrock screw. I'm not a savage.
I used to figure you more of a more woodsman, and you'd use the hammer and nail, go old school.
There's a lot of times where I would, if I was doing framing, I would probably still use nails, but everything else, I've definitely moved into the construction screw. There's a lot less impact and
Okay.
jostling of the joint.
Okay.
And I feel that a screw is a better grip. But if I'm framing,
Okay.
I'll still use, a 10-penny nail or something like that.
Yeah. Well, I mean, I guess it's clear you are a patriot, and I appreciate the work that you do.
Thank you. I wouldn't consider myself a patriot. I'm just a fan of the patriots that we do have.
I think you were a fan of screws, wood screws, and that's really where we were focused.
Yeah, I am, but you brought up patriots for some reason.
Yeah, I don't know.
And,
I just feel like you do it with pride. With American pride, you grab that, and you go at it.
Yeah, but unfortunately, Phil Dunphy, and I quote, said, "This country is built with nails, son." So you can make the argument against me too, I guess.
Again, the great Phil Dumfries, everybody.
Dunphy, not Dumfrey. Don't marginalize him.
I'm in mid clap, and you're gonna fucking correct me.
I'm sorry, that's not
the
gonna stand.
No, it's gonna fucking. I'm in mid fucking clap. What are you, a savage?
Look, retard mouth. I'm not gonna fucking deal with you putting down Phil Dunphy.
If I get this out, you're in fucking trouble because it's out. All right, I feel a little better.
Good. You look comfy. Your shoulder finally came down.
It's been down.
You might want to look at the replay.
No, I've been taking pills for my ES.
Oh, really? Nice. Earlier, you could have cut a fucking hip rafter with it because it was up so high, but no.
Guy was hanging his laundry. Anyway, and the thing is, my whole point to that is that these guys don't have to sell a book. I feel like they should a little bit be ashamed if they're if they want to tell stories that are outlandish and to sell a book or something, do it. What's that famous military Jack?
In the beanstalk.
Oh, go eat shit. Help me here. You don't know who? It's Jack something. It's like he's a very popular author. He has a series of books. Jack Ryan? No.
Jack Reacher.
I don't know who's the guy that writes that book? What's the pseudonym of what's his pen name?
Steve Philly Pants. I have no idea. What the hell does it matter?
Well, because I wanted to say he's awesome at it. That you can do exactly what he does. He was in the military, and he just created a character.
Lee Child. Yeah, Lee Child. His real name is Jim Grant. Who wrote the Jack Reacher novels.
Okay, yeah, it's not him.
Maybe a Brad Thor.
No, nope, it's not. I can get it. People are yelling at the screen.
Yeah, nobody gives a blue fuck.
All right. Again, no, let's make this clear. You don't, and that's fine. We'll move on. But don't make it like I'm the fucking idiot in here that is, I mean, come on.
Don't get aggressive. No need for it.
Unbelievable. I hope people play this back and they go, wait a minute. Wait, of course you should be aggressive.
See, there's no reason for that.
There is or there isn't?
Oh, God, sometimes you are really difficult to deal with.
Yeah, speaking to the choir, pal. Speaking to the choir.
Where'd that term come from?
Well, back in the deep south in Georgia, somebody was yelling racial slurs, and the guy was like, just speak it to the choir. And then somehow that got changed to he's speaking to the choir when everybody agrees.
Is it because the choir was black? Is that what you're implying?
100%. And the deep south back then was racist. And again, terribly, horrifically, but were. And I guess, you can't deny the facts of history. And yeah, that's the origin of that. And the credibility of my origin story is just as good as the motherfucker that's making millions with all his views. He just comes up with shit on his own too. Who fact checks him?
You ever been in a black church during congregation?
No.
Gotta tell you, it looks like a whole lot of fun.
Oh God, yeah. Why don't you do that for the show?
Yeah, where the hell am I gonna find
general video? Yeah, you do live in a little old paradise. That's fair.
What do you mean by paradise?
That you live in a great area, and you're predominantly Catholic churches there.
Okay, because you're kind of implying that the fact that I can't get to a black church within 40 miles is a good thing, and I disagree. Strongly disagree. Footers are racist.
It's fucking terrible. Your impression and the fucking implication. More probably your impersonation. Yeah. But another thing too, speaking of your boy there, it's funny. We get a lot of he gets a lot of shit. He's hated, everybody hates him, And all of a sudden you do hear stuff like, what happened at the summit, where people like the only one that's telling you how fucking other people think he's amazing is Trump. You know what I mean? And you tend to almost not believe it because of, because he's the only one saying it. But then you really think about it and you go, motherfuckers, like, none of this fucking media is going to hype his ass up anymore. No. You know what I mean? So we're not going to know if it's true or not. Right?
Right.
So if you can, pull up the audio with from Syria, and once Assad was however you want to say it, I don't want people yelling, removed, okay?
Yep.
And the scary guy that is in charge, who was, I think, formerly Al-Qaeda or whatever. So again, that's a whole nother fucking show that we could do, is how trustworthy and how's that going to work out.
Mm-hmm.
But this clip I'm going to show you, again, unless it's not real, kind of shows you that maybe there is hope for countries like that, and when the regime has been changed, that there could be a positive.
All right, well, let's listen to that.
The sixth poster billboard that we have seen since arriving here thanking President Trump.
They're thanking him for lifting punishing sanctions and normalizing relations between the U.S. and Syria.
I love you, Trump. I love you, Trump.
In small letters in the right-hand corner, a Syrian-American lobby group, Global Justice, co-founded by Mesa Kabani.
I want to show you this one.
I love your yogurt.
Which is, after the liberation, it was our new slogan, make Syria great again.
When the dictatorship of Bashar al-Assad fell, Kabani began shuttling back and forth from her home in Philadelphia to Damascus. She met with President Trump and and Syria's new
Pretty sure she
leader,
was in my
Ahmed
big fat
al-Sharaa,
Greek wedding.
pushing for that historic meeting between the two presidents. For President
Oh,
Trump,
Mamma Mia.
she had her sales pitch ready.
I told him our new slogan is "Make Syria Great Again," and hopefully we're going to see Trump Tower in Damascus soon. So he was
It's like she
laughing.
fucking
so,
drew her
I don't
eyebrows
know.
onto a
I feel that
blowtorch.
we can do it, and I feel that
Goodness
this
gracious.
is the way how we're gonna
It's aggressive.
approach President Trump. His personality actually is different than any other president.
And of course,
That's pretty cool, right?
Strong, compelling. Yeah, I don't know how much of it I believe, but
Well, again, that's kind of my point. Is like, I don't know, but when my whole point to sending is like, wouldn't that forget even the Trump aspect of it? But wouldn't it just be nice that there was that type of a reaction to people that have been held captive by horrible fucking dictatorships and regimes?
yeah. So you're pro regime change now? Is that what you're saying?
Not at all. It's another side. Look, well, hold on. Let me rephrase that. Do I think there should be regime change in Iran? Without a doubt, but it should be done from within. I don't want to have anything to do with it.
Yeah, and I mean,
with that being said, we would.
Yeah, I would say that if indeed they did want it, it would happen.
Yeah, but it's the old. I don't know. America would have a few, CIA, how we call it, like the undercover rebel rousers. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
In there, kind of stoking the fire. So sure, we would be involved, but no, we're not. But we are.
That's
But again, that's okay. I don't mind things like that.
regime change foots. Once again,
Yeah, no, it's true. Just like regime, and you, my pal, stand by me. Regime change, Rexy. Right? You say
you want me to go?
feel?
I'll go.
What?
I'll go.
Go where?
Want me to leave? Huh?
Why?
Want
Why
me
would you
to,
go
want
somewhere?
me to get the fuck out? You trying to change this regime?
Oh, I see what you did. I'm like, what did they say bad? I just know you're for, you're for regime change in Iran as well.
I am.
You're not?
I don't give a fuck what they do.
Right. Okay.
Doesn't involve me at all. Why the hell do
but
I?
again, you're an isolationist, that's fine.
Yeah, I'm a nationalist for sure. I'm not necessarily an isolationist.
Knew you were gonna say it. Well, okay, then you can at least give your opinion on it, right?
If I had an opinion about Iran, I certainly would give it to you.
Yeah. Well, how about you form one? Have some balls.
I don't have to. Why would I have to worry about Iran at all?
You don't.
It doesn't
Well,
involve me.
What'd you say?
It doesn't involve me. I don't have an opinion on the Congo, Uganda, Zimbabwe.
Well, again, we're not talking about that. You can move the goalpost all you want, but let's focus on one thing.
Okay, let's talk about Iran. What?
Okay, what's
Okay.
your? You want to ask me a question, or can I ask one?
Fire away, Judge.
Duck, Rex. Left shoulder. And that would be me. It's been down for the record, but anyway.
It's not bad.
So again, I know you don't have an opinion. You don't care. So, humor me.
Okay.
Make me laugh. We'll see what you got. No.
I see
These
what you
two
did
Jews
there.
walk into a bar. What?
That was smart. Boy,
Um,
why is the bar so low?
I own it. Okay. But hypothetically, if you gave a shit, right?
Okay.
Form an opinion. Would you think? I'll give you two-parter. Generally speaking, for the world, would it be better if the Ayatollah was still in charge?
Better
and
for
then-
the world.
For the world, and then because that's the first, that one you really don't give a shit. You don't give a shit at all, but that you really don't give a shit about. But you're gonna pretend you do. And then also, what about would it be good for America?
Again, what are we changing it to?
Something a little more. Can you mind if I just a stroke of a brush here? Just a little more West friendly. Is that fair?
A little more West friendly. I could see where that would be better for us.
For
For the world.
Again, not going to maybe line up. But I think that, maybe a little more rights for women, you know what I mean, over there, just to,
That's a slippery slope.
That's fair. Next thing you know, your fucking dinner's late. Next thing you know, whoa, it's 6 o'clock. I don't see supper on the table. Fair enough. Great point, Rex. I love it. I couldn't help it. That's just my.
But all seriousness,
exactly.
I hope the best for everybody, every part of the world, for sure, and I genuinely mean that. But
I know you do.
It just, and again, I wish America was in a position where we had the luxury of caring about other people, because I would love to.
Yeah, but let's say we have nothing to do. I don't care. Let's take us out of it, because I agree with you as far as we're not involved. But would it be okay? Would it be better than having the Ayatollah in there?
It's it's hard to prove a counterfactual, but I would think it would be.
Right, but then you can also throw in my face, well, we thought it would be better if Saddam was gone, and look at that filter and
Libya and
that vacuum, and right. That's my point. So again, maybe the answer is it wouldn't be. I was just curious to know yours. That's all.
Yeah, I mean,
okay.
there. I think that we spend a lot of time with, basing that all cultures are on the same level. Because it just seems like the right thing to do. It seems like the moral thing to do, to put everybody's culture on the same level. Unfortunately, I don't think that's the case.
I agree with that.
So I think ultimately, I don't know why I got the fucking that Cooper hand, where he does the fucking pinky way up in the air like that.
Oh, the truth, I think it's adorable. Yeah. Keep it up.
I think down the line, I think our way of life is the best way to go. I just don't know if it's something that can be foisted upon a culture that's not ready for it yet.
Okay.
Anyway, because I mean, everywhere we've tried to sort of heavy-handed bring in a free spirit and Western ideology, it fails miserably, because I don't think that the incoming culture is ready for it.
Yeah, I think you're 100% right. Trying to instill our values on other cultures, again, statistically doesn't work. We've seen it. All it is really and again, there's nothing wrong with this, right? It's an American arrogance that this is the best way. I agree, it is the best way, but you're right. You can't be forced upon other cultures. But the caveat to that is that doesn't mean that they can't have their own culture and strive. Where in a regime that Iran is under right now, the Iranian people, the Persian people, are not striving under the tutelage of the Ayatollah. You know what I mean?
I assume you mean thriving.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, the thing is, and
they're probably not striving either.
No, they're probably not doing a lot of driving either, especially if they're women. But like the Daryl Cooper finger. I don't know what the fuck is going on. I'm sorry.
I wonder if they're doing diving. What's the pool situation there?
Again, I would assume all those clothes would weigh it down pretty good. Probably not really safe.
Great call. Go
on. Western liberty, and especially American Western liberty, is wholly dependent on a self-reliant and patriarchal government, meaning that you have to be able to strive and thrive by yourself, and not rely on a heavy-handed government to prosper, both as an individual and as a society. Like John Adams had said, that liberty is only for a moral and just population. So again, if you have a population that's not willing or not able to individually thrive, or even small scale society thrive by themselves, they're going to end up like, kids that aren't well disciplined in a house that the parents aren't in. It's going.
Do you feel that's what Iran is?
Yeah, I think a lot of populations and a lot of cultures are inherently matriarchal, meaning, and I don't mean run by women, but I mean that
I know
they
exactly.
they need to be mothered and sort of shown the way to live. So if they're not ready for a patriarchal society,
then how do you account for how in the 70s, the 60s and 70s, I'm ignorant to the fact of exactly when, but when that
before the Shah was overthrown.
Correct. So I believe he was overthrown in the 80s, early 80s, late 70s.
Yeah, that sounds right. But I don't remember.
Okay, so regardless, the point is, I think and I don't know, because again, we're just throwing out some theories here.
Yeah.
But you're equating Iran and the Iranian people or the Persian people. You're equating them to almost countries like Afghanistan and Iraq, and the Afghanistan and Iraq are very, very different. Believe it or not, culturally, they're not. It's almost like God. I wish I had a good analogy for. Okay, it's almost like America. Again, I'm going to throw this out. I'd have to think it out more, but I'm going to go for almost like America and the UK, right? Like there's a similarity, but there's a lot of different things in the culture. I
Correct.
used two good ones, you know what I mean? Meaning what I think are, but and I'm giving Afghanistan, I think, too much credit, but let's just say I think they're so different. I don't think that Afghanistan ever had a chance. It's not as tribal in Iran. You know what I mean? It's not as there's a lot of I don't think the extremism is as much in Iran with the people. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
Is that? Do you equate Afghanistan to Iran?
No, I think that they. You had brought up the overthrow of the Shah in the early 80s or 70s, whenever it was. And yeah, you were right. At the very beginning, or prior to that, I think that they were in a better position to lead a Western compatible culture and society. However, I think since then, again,
too many generations. How many would that be? Maybe. Oh, you know what? Not that many. Texas, about two generations, maybe.
But again, it's easy to vote yourself into a bad situation. It's hard to vote yourself back out. So I think that they were in a position to possibly move it in, but it doesn't take very long to get dependent, and I don't even mean monetarily, but I mean just
but there's people in this country that are dependent. The UK,
right? Because we're pushing ourselves farther and farther into a matriarchal government.
Right. But my point is, okay. Let me ask you this: has there ever been a time when we weren't, right? And you'd say yes, right? And you don't have to pick the time, right? Because you said we're pushing further and further. So let's bring it back a little bit, right? To where you were comfortable with. What wouldn't it be good if they, even if they got to that part, you know what I mean, where it wasn't fully. You got another point that I'm trying to make, or no?
Yeah, the problem is that just like getting out of shape, the amount of effort that it takes to get out of shape is equal to getting back into shape, and a lot of people don't have the open-mindedness or the stamina to fully get back to a position or progress into a position where they're ready for it.
But I think they can if they want to. I think
Sure.
That's just a human. So my point is, I think that I would. I was always made to seem that it's different. And I've always heard that it's the Iranian people. They sure there's fractions, and the ones that are most important that are loyal to the Ayatollah. You know what I mean? But the way it seems like social media is and stuff nowadays. Um, Again, I don't know, but it's just I think that there would be more of a chance um, for the Iranian people to live more of, as you put it, Western compatible society.
They could, but you know, uh, it can be overwhelming, especially to an individual when the task seems so daunting, and those freedom muscles sort of atrophy for a while, and again, I hope them the best. I hope that they find their way. A lot of times, it just takes a violent revolution, as we know, in order to foist yourself into a position where you can, um, make those groundbreaking moves and be able to do something like that. I just don't know if they're there yet.
Yeah. Well, again, there has to be a starting point, and I think one of a great starting point is to at least, again, not us, but at least for the people to stand up where they feel comfortable. Like any good revolution, they need to sway the military there. They have to find
Oh, for sure.
one or two good military guys higher ups that could kind of take some leadership role and give the Ayatollah look, you got about 24 hours to disappear in somewhere in China, you know what I mean, or Russia, because if not, you're a dead man. And I think Jews actually hit some top level Iranian officials today. Did that happen? I thought I saw some breaking news earlier.
I don't. I know that they were having a funeral for some of the top officials that Israel killed like a week or two ago.
Yeah, believe it or not, here's the headline that I saw. And again, I know what I saw was a legit um, channel. Again, if they're getting the information right or not, I don't know. But it was about 50 minutes before you and I started the show.
Yeah.
So let's just say about 3 hours ago, it would have been when it broke, and apparently covertly, but yet technically did break the ceasefire, meaning Israel did. If what I thought was reported is true. Again, it was done covertly. It wasn't any major bombings or anything like that, I don't think. But I just wanted to throw that out there. I was curious to know if you knew anything about that. I know that was breaking in the last couple hours.
Do you know the Ayatollah's first name was Rahala?
Rahala Ayatollah?
I thought his first name was Ayatollah.
Like his name was like Igor, and his last name was Tola, and they just called him Ayatollah.
You don't remember that from fucking King of
Oh
Queens?
God, no! Fuck. Sorry, I ruined the bit.
Yeah, it's all right. But
edit that out, will you?
Doug and Carrie are sitting on the couch, and he says that to Carrie. He's like, "Did you know that the Ayatollah's first name was Rahala?" And she goes, "Yeah." So he's like, "What did you think it was?" I thought it was Ayatollah. And she goes, "Pfft. So what am I? What am I, an idiot for not knowing that?" And then she's like, "Nobody's first name is Ayatollah." And he's like, "I actually went to school with an Ayatollah Rodriguez." Yeah, I never told you about Toli.
I love Doug. God, I'm I gotta binge watch it.
And then he goes in the other room and calls. Hey, is my friend Doug there? This is Ayatollah Rodriguez.
I remember that. That's funny. How you doing? I do remember that now.
Yeah.
But I wouldn't have picked up on it until you got me, because I haven't watched them in a while.
That's
I love King of Queens.
Second tier character. Who's your favorite?
I'd probably say Arthur. He's hysterical.
Yeah, but you think he's second tier? Yeah.
No, that's fair. I was thinking. Okay, let me give you the. Damn, let me think this out a little bit. See, now I like Spence's mom, but that doesn't mean, and that would be a good second tier character, but she's not my favorite. There's more.
Yeah.
You know?
I'll give you mine while you're thinking.
Yeah, that'll help.
I'm gonna say it's Danny.
I like Danny. I like
you know
Danny.
that that's actually Kevin James' real brother, right?
I do know that. Yeah.
You know who his sister is? Their sister is?
No.
It was Will Ferrell's wife in Talladega Nights.
Really?
Yep, that's their sister.
What's her name?
I don't know. Can you look that up? Kevin James' sister.
And did you know that Melissa McCarthy and Jenny McCarthy were cousins?
Are you
True
bullshitting
story.
me?
No.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
No, I did not know that.
Mm-hmm. Interesting. Yeah. True story too.
Did you know that they're both really good at hearing? There's a big thing about the McCarthy hearings.
I thought you were going to say they had big ears. But either way, it was brilliant.
Yeah. What do you got, Mama? Oh, they're still looking up. All right. Anyway, so yeah, that's our. What do you got?
That's your show for today. Have a good night.
Yeah.
Boop, 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 boop,
All right. Let's see. It's Lisa. Jesus Christ! Who the fuck goes up with a Knipfing is her last name?
Whoa, slow down. KN, so we're at Knap now. We're at Nat.
Knip.
Okay. All right. Whoa, don't you dare make me say that. All right. Nip.
Fing. Nip thing? Yeah, he has a sister named Leslie and an older brother named Gary, who also became a comedian and actor, adopting a stage name Gary Valentine. We knew that, but yeah, it's the wife in Talladega Nights.
that got us nowhere. Why are they all like they're all brothers and sisters? Nobody has this fucking same name.
Yeah, that's crazy. I mean, they must really hate their parents, or they hate Kevin.
Well, no, but what we couldn't all like nobody could break that story like of what the real last name is. Like who's rocking the real one?
I like to say it's Blevins. His name is Kevin Blevins.
That would suck for him.
Yeah, wouldn't be fun.
And
but I mean, your last name is Hofsteller. Who the hell wants that? I don't know. It's just
again, only because it was nothing that you can. I was thinking of what was going to rhyme with it that would, possibly, but there wasn't. Hey, real quick, and we can end with this because it's so much fun.
Sure.
Does it make you? I read an art. No, I didn't. I heard somebody say that they're changing the alphabet song for kids now.
What do you mean, like the na 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 na? That one?
Yep. And do you know why they changed it?
I
or
don't.
why they're trying to what?
I don't. I would love to know. Oh, because Ramona's confirming it too.
Thank you, Ramona. Because
no, she's confirming that you hate your sweatshirt. Go ahead.
Shoulder down. I'm like shoulder down. I'm like the kid from Malcolm in the Middle.
No, it's just the middle. But go ahead. Brick is in the middle. Not Malcolm in the middle.
You're 100% right. I stand corrected.
You sit with your shoulder up.
I'm start taking muscle relaxers before the show.
Yeah.
Just like
that'll help retard mouth.
Yeah, it wouldn't help. Promise you that. But yeah, they think that kids have trouble with the LMNOP, and they're not getting the LMNOP.
Okay.
Out. So they felt they needed to lighten these kids' loads with changing the song because it was too hard.
So can you pull up the new song just so I can hear it? I would love to hear this new alphabet song.
Oh, it makes me
Ramona
sick.
hates it. I can tell.
And as she should. And again, leave our alphabet song alone.
And our alphabet soup.
Great call. That Alphabet City.
Yeah, could you imagine like if in the alphabet soup they started to put like the freaking the fucking umlaut and the accent, the thing that they put over the Spanish, so they're covering both. The little thing that they put over the N. They start throwing that in the alphabet soup.
What, a Kango?
No.
But no, yeah, it's insane that they to change the song now is absolutely ridiculous.
I don't think you realize how funny that was.
I don't even know what you're talking about. But anyway, I think that yeah, I'm just not comfortable with them changing the song. At least not without parental I'm stalling for the song. Any luck? Any luck with the song? Because I'm kind of stalling. Yeah. So no.
They're working on it. I can't
Okay,
stop
that's fine.
laughing.
So what are you doing? Do you think let me ask you, is something like the I don't want to say the American.
Dude, I'm gonna
Stand-
laugh at that for the rest of the day.
Oh, believe me, you had one last night that had me laughing too. That I can't repeat, but God damn it, it was good. And
That could be the funniest thing you've ever said.
But anyway, the thing is this: we can't start. It's making it harder now. Everybody else has to freaking, change and start learning something new about the alphabet song. I mean, it is what it is.
Well,
Everybody
I mean,
knows
the
it.
fact of the matter is the people who remember the song probably don't really need to recite it.
And again, what's next? We're transitioning out Happy Birthday. You know what I mean? It's ridiculous. Happy birthday songs, happy birthday. Sure, there's a few twists. Great. The next thing you know, we'll start. Men will think they're women, and women will think they're men. Oh,
They did that.
wow. You see what happens when you change the alphabet song? That's what happens, people. I want everybody to know that.
I think it's a fair point. I'm not going to lie to you.
All right. Well, again, I'm sure I don't know if we're going to get the song in, but either way, I think we're coming up on our hour, and I just felt that I would bring that up before we left because I thought it was kind of weird how.
Yeah. If
Again, I don't
somebody
want to
could
say it's
actually-
weird how nobody's talking about it, but I think it's something that people should be aware of just how crazy. And I bring those things up because sometimes, because I know it's true. So sometimes when you do hear a wacky story and you're like, that can't be true, then you go, they are trying to change the alphabet song. So
Do you have the song? Okay. Well, let's
Okay.
get. Yeah, it doesn't matter.
and well, the truth of the matter was a throwaway. So if I really wanted it to be played, I should have sent it and had it ready for you guys to play. So the truth, it's on me 110%.
Yeah, we're going to give it a shot, I think. We'll see what
Okay.
happens.
But again, it was my fault that it took so long.
Well, most of the problems are.
It sounds like the ending of a song. Of a show. So far, so good. Boo.
Yeah, okay. It's a little ethereal. Like somebody with a lisp saying cereal. It's ethereal. I like my ethereals because it's ethereal. No, I won't, good sir. I will not be singing with you next time.
Way to take a stand, my friend. That's
Hey,
why.
I'm
That's why I
here.
do the show with you. But again, for some reason, the change was a little more subtle than I remembered it. To be honest with you, did we? Oh, okay.
Did we what?
Did you hear the clear change that they did? The LMNOP
Yeah,
change?
they just slowed down the Elemento, but Elemento.
I think I just humiliated everybody. That's not the new version.
Oh,
Yeah. So that's why I didn't want to like overreact, like with, "Oh my God, can you believe what they've done?" I don't think that they just kind of slowed it down.
All right. So footer screwed us again, folks.
No.
Let's just call a spade a spade.
Well, I mean, how deep do you want to go into how much I screwed you? Because
It's all right, Foots. Hey, we all
But-
make mistakes.
no. Yeah,
I
guess
forgive you.
no. Here's the thing, though.
What?
What I'm saying is, here's where again, it's nobody's fault.
Yeah, well,
But
it's debatable.
well, then, okay. So the only thing that I would take blame for, not that anybody should be taking blame for anything
I agree.
outside of this, even, is that I should have sent the song if I was going to talk about it. That I did not do.
That would
Now-
be nice.
Again, I will. But I can't take responsibility for. Well, I guess I can because I didn't send the song that I was referencing. So you know what? It's on me. Do you want to try again? Do we want to maybe take another shot?
I don't know. Right now, you're a circle because you have no point.
I don't have a point. How do you figure I don't have a point?
How about you just sing it for us?
I don't know. I don't know by heart because it's so goddamn hard. You know what I mean?
What's that, Mama? All right, let's just. I'm just gonna go ahead and pull the ripcord on this one. We'll move on.
Okay, that's fine. But okay,
Do you really want to get hung up on a
No!
fucking ABC song?
no, not at all.
All right.
Not at all. I just, I'm just. I feel like you've mentally tricked me.
I would never do that. I find you to be an amicable person.
Yeah, there goes the tricks. There goes the tricks.
We had a troll in chat, just so you know. I know you're.
Wait, right now?
We did, yeah.
What can you tell me some of the fun things that he was trolling us on?
Yeah, it's a family show. Don't think we really need to go into it, but it was a little distasteful. Something
All right,
about a red Puma
maybe
sweatshirt.
maybe it'll be fun for you to take his, comedic wit, and why don't you clean it up for the air like you were doing a Leno set?
Oh, okay,
You know what
I
I mean?
gotcha.
That would be fun. Yeah, like translate it for a grandma.
Okay.
fun.
The first would say, I am using the facilities in a massive capacity.
Wow.
Yeah.
Who is? But as a whole?
Hmm?
As a whole, or the show?
The
as a whole?
individual. The individual is
Me.
no, this individual.
Oh, he's okay. So what is he doing again?
Using the facilities in a rather massive capacity.
But that's not even referencing anything to do with the show. He's
No,
just
no, it's just
okay. Go on.
Completely
I like
random.
it, but I like that. What else has he got?
it contains corn.
Is it a cornfield?
No, I think it's Jonathan Davis, I believe is.
Well, that was gonna be my next guess if you said no.
Oh, okay.
Okay. What's next? What else you got?
The individual is in so much effort that it's also removing the brains.
Wow.
Yeah.
Well, that makes sense for trolling the chat. No brains.
I guess. I mean, it just seems a little juvenile, I guess.
No, I like it. Go on. You got anything else?
That is all, my friends. You're going to have to stick around for the next individual.
Oh
Hang on a second.
no.
What, Mama? Oh, it's a she. Even better.
Ah,
I don't know what finishing school she went to, but I bet you they're proud of their scholar.
yeah. Well, again, a scholar, perfect, immensely popular with the inner city basketball team, which is always
be.
fun. Maybe she's a cheerleader.
Well, I'm a
Nothing wrong with
cheerleader
that.
for you, Futz. There's never going to be any change in that.
Well, you know what? God bless you, and you know what? From the bottom of my heart, God bless the vile talk and chat. You know what? I'll have the Lord. I'll have the Lord just take it away. She'll be fine.
You know what? I think I'm just going to pray for her.
You know what? Why don't you pray? And again, I don't even think it's a girl. I'm going to say just in case it's not. I'm going to say I'm going to pray for it. You know what I mean? You never know. Could be.
But see, that's insulting.
Yeah. No. I don't want to insult it because what if it's not a girl?
How about the
Just pretend.
individual? We'll pray for the
I like-
individual.
I like that. Maybe we should do it. Yeah. Let's do that.
Love lifted me.
Yeah.
Love lifted me.
Again, I feel the cleanse as I'm happening. Beat ya.
I think we did it in unison.
No, I'll
As
tell you
a
right
good
now.
team.
You, me, and Ramona bumped heads on that one.
I don't know. Why am I? What the hell is your problem, girl?
Nothing.
Not you.
Well, when you say
Talking
girl,
to my psychotic daughter.
as soon as you say girl to me, I thought I was being sassy. That's usually what you say to me. You call me that when
Your
I get
hand's
sassy.
not even on your hip. Thanks for
Not
cutting
my-
to me, Ramona, while I'm taking a drink. You're a fucking champ.
That a girl. Give it to him.
Right on.
Madonna mia, what are you doing? All right. So what do you want to do? You ready to get out of here, or do you got something that
We
you want to
about
wow
there,
me with?
kids? Yeah, we'll go ahead and call it.
Yeah. All right, good. And then later we'll talk for an hour and fucking kill.
Yeah,
You know?
exactly. Hey, and that's
Yeah.
another thing. We're probably going to start maybe doing an after show with our production on camera.
I like that. 18 plus only though. Heck said he's gonna do it in New York.
Oof.
You're not kidding.
Hey,
No, but in a good way. Like, oof. Can you imagine if I was so lucky?
did you say moose?
No,
You said moose. You said something.
no. Did you hear about that moose up in Canada that encouraged a child predator?
Uh-huh.
Fascinating story.
Yeah.
I think the quote was, "You shouldn't have brought the kid."
Yes, I believe that it was the. Well, I don't think he's encouraging. I think he's,
Discouraged. Yeah, right.
discouraging. Yeah.
But you know what? Little too late.
Yeah, it's like getting the toothpaste back in the tube, so to speak.
Good night, everyone. Copperhead Road Podcast live on Rumble. Tell your friends, like and subscribe. It's the only way to help the algorithm and get us a little bit bigger. All right. Good night, everybody. Thanks, everybody.